Okay, as I promised over a month ago that I would review Bioshock Infinite once I finished it. I actually finished it like a month ago. I've just been really lazy to get through with this video. So anyways, here's my personal opinion take on Bioshock Infinite. So, as many of you know, I finished Bioshock 1 and 2, and I did reviews on those. Now, I obviously really liked those games if you paid any attention to the reviews, but Infinite is a little bit different. So at first I was a little bit skeptical because I just absolutely loved the whole world of Rapture. Like, it was creepy, the psychotic people were everywhere, you know, there were jump scares, just creepy stuff going on, and you had no idea what was going to happen. And there were a bunch of twists and turns. I didn't like the second one as much as the first one, even though combat was a little bit better, but they were both really good. I actually bought Bioshock Infinite first out of any of the Bioshock games because I found a physical CD DVD version of it at GameStop for like $3.50, and they said they just had to clear out inventory and nobody was buying it because of digital downloads. So I said, okay, sure. So I bought that, and then I figured I'd play 1 and 2 first. So finally, after all this time of getting a 4K TV and a desktop that can run it in 4K 60 frames a second, unlike my laptop, I fired up Bioshock Infinite, and it kind of started off slow, a little bit, kind of just walking around, seeing the city. The graphics are really pretty, and I'm going to try to avoid any spoilers, but the more and more you get into the game, the more you like it. The combat is definitely a lot better. One of my favorite things of Infinite compared to the other is being able to use iron scope, iron sights, and kind of look down the scope so it's not all hip fire. So that really helps. Aiming mechanics, everything's just really better in every way. Infinite, though, because it's not in a creepy place, though not really a spoiler, it does get a little bit darker and creepier towards the end of the game, like halfway. There are some actually really creepy parts that I'm not going to mention exactly, but it's not all super bright and rainbow and colorful like you see in all the trailers if you've never played it. Again, I was late to the party and everyone says it's such a great game. I would agree. It is probably the best, if not, no, let me rephrase that. It is probably one of the best, if not the best game I've ever played in terms of story, especially this type of game. You know, there's obviously different genres that you can't really compare, but Bioshock Infinite story, the character development, everything is amazing. See, that's what I really liked about Infinite versus the older ones. The older ones, you're kind of just going around by yourself, you're kind of lonely, where Elizabeth is one of the best video game characters of all time. You really get to see her grow throughout the whole game, how she changes and the companionship, her personality. Yeah, so I would suggest that you guys play the game if you haven't. If you have a good PC, definitely play it in 4K. Also use the alternate depth of field type post-processing rendering on the PC version, because it gives you more of that like soft, realistic type of depth of field, where the original kind of has like a hazy and glowy look and it looks more cartoonish. But just the character development, the power-ups, the weapons, the inventory system, the twists. I mean, what's a Bioshock game without crazy twists and endings and all of that? But it'll make you rethink your life. Just there's tons of science and research, and I mean, I'm trying not to spoil anything. You got to play it to the end, beat the game. I know a lot of people will play a game and then they get halfway through and then they get busy with other stuff. Do not play any other games until you finish Infinite. So I give it a 10 out of 10. Definitely play it. I'm currently doing the DLC right now, so that takes place in Rapture. I finished episode 1. Episode 2 is longer, so I will do a review on that whole package when I finish that. But in the meantime, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll have some other reviews on a few other games that I finished. So sorry about the point in my life without that many videos. All right, thanks.